Oh.
Postseason soccer has arrived for Nova Southeastern here at home for the first time since the 2021 championship year. The Sharks are back, and it's a rivalry matchup with Tampa, the 4 seed and the 5 seed. The winner taking on the 1 versus the 8. We're glad you're with us on the SSC Digital Network. Zach Letson here with you. Who will come out on top? This is a postseason tilt, and it's also a tiebreaker because these two teams tied in their lone previous match this season up in Tampa. Nova Southeastern, the 4 seed, Tampa, the 5 seed, and a big reason for Nova Southeastern's success this year. 7 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties. Our Blaze Pizza player profile that we will get to on the other side. First, the national anthem. Time for battle between the Sharks and the Spartans, round 2 this season. Who will continue their run this year? Sharks with a lot of success this year thanks to maybe the hottest player in the Sunshine State Conference right now. That's Kevin Rubashevsky, our Blaze Pizza player profile. We take a look at who's been fired up, and that is the senior forward from Germany. He's got 4 goals in the last 2 Shark matches, back-to-back 2-goal games. 2 goals in the last match against Rollins and 2 in the match before to help the Sharks secure a victory. Rubashevsky's played a huge part, leads this team with 7 goals and 5 assists. Tied for 4th in the SSC in that goal category. Our starting lineups, they are brought to you by Culver's. The Tampa Spartans, 8 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties, 5-4-1 in the SSC. Alex Hare is in goal. No surprise. He started all but one match this year. Rest of the Tampa Spartans starters, Tarek Gomrowi gets the nod, with Tampa in their all-red uniforms here away from home. We are underway in the SSC quarterfinal. Rest of the Tampa lineup: Paul Aldabo, Sharif Tamar, Vigo Svedin, Pablo Marquez. Those are amongst some of the big goal scorers for Tampa. They're coming off a 4-goal performance against Palm Beach Atlantic, tied for their season high in goals. For the Nova Southeastern Sharks, here at home, where they've been perfect. This is the best team in the SSC on their home turf. 6 wins and 18 points out of 18 possible. They are 6-0-0 here at NSU. Nicholas Ricardo is the starting goalie for the Sharks. We talk about Rubashevsky getting the start of the midfield. Santiago Marengo in the midfield as well. And NSU, under interim head coach Matt MacArthur, going to work here in this quarterfinal match. Both of these teams with offensive surges late in the year. So we could be in for a few goals tonight, although when these two teams played recently on October 23rd, it was a 1-1 tie. That was in Tampa. Adeolu Yimwa with the goal for the Sharks in that one. That was his lone goal of the year. Theo May tied it in the second half for the Spartans. Sharks moving in aggressively. Ball came free. And Sharks wanted a penalty call. I wonder if it may have gone off a hand. Nova Southeastern Soccer trying to go 2-0 on this field today. The women picked up a 3-1 victory over Eckerd College in our matinee. And they will be moving on to the SSC semifinals, and they are in the crowd watching this one tonight. It's a good crowd on hand right in front of us here at NSU Soccer Stadium. The Sharks, the 4 seed, coming off a loss in their last match. A couple of high-scoring affairs that NSU has been a part of. 3-2 winners against Embry-Riddle here at home, and falling 3-2 against Rollins. Rubashevsky with, again, 4 of these 6 goals scored in that stretch. This is a throw-in deep in the offensive third for Tampa under head coach Adrian Bush in his 19th season. Taking this program to special heights, they've won 5 conference titles under him, hoping to start the trek for a 6th. This is a rematch of the 2021 SSC championship game. What was one of the best seasons in Nova history, going all the way to the Final Four, winning a conference title. That's a 4-1 win for NSU over Tampa. That is the last time the Sharks beat the Spartans. Paul Boos-Patton getting the start at defender. Winner of this match will take on the winner of Lynn and Eckerd, the 1 seed versus 8. The Lynn Fighting Knights are putting together a special season. They are number 1 in the country right now, and it is 2-0 Fighting Knights over Tritons at the half. But you could argue that no team has played Lynn tougher this year than Nova Southeastern, or at least not many. It was a goal with 4 seconds left that got Lynn the win at home against the Sharks. It was a heartbreaking result for NSU. Florida Tech, the 2 seed in this tournament, they take on Barry, with Rollins taking on Palm Beach Atlantic. Rollins 4-1 winners, and it's an upset in the other match. Barry has knocked off the 2 seed Florida Tech, and so the Buccaneers will go on the road and win 2-0 up in Melbourne, knocking out Florida Tech. What a result that is. And so that is on the other side of the bracket. Those 2 teams will match up with one another, Rollins and Barry. Those were both afternoon matches at 4:30. We had one of those here on the women's side. Middle for Rubaszewski, letting it go from distance and firing it on 2 hops. It's the first stop by the 6'4" goalkeeper, Alex Hare. A wide wingspan for the goal from the English goalie for the Spartans. Division I experience for Hare at both Coastal Carolina and Missouri State. Foul called, advantage given to the Sharks. After the second Shark shot, first on goal. For the Sharks, it's Nicholas Ricardo in goal. He's played every minute since the second match of the year started. 1.38 goals against average, leading the Sharks to all 7 of their wins. Oluyemwa got his head on it, but sent it wide. Thrilling match on this field. Last time the Sharks were here, an 89th minute game winner from Kevin Rubaszewski. Ricardo playing it to Oluyemwa. Big ball ahead, looking for number 10, Rubaszewski. Comes down to him, missing on the header. It dropped well for Rubaszewski, but couldn't get the beat on it that he was looking for. Transfer out of Lander University, where he was first team all-conference. Playing some of the best soccer of his career when it matters the most. End of his senior season. Trying to will his Sharks, who have been perfect here at home, 6-0. 2 different teams, basically. Home and away. This Tampa team, it's been a season of runs. Roller coaster ride that started with a 5-1-1 record before things hit a rough patch, and now they've won 3 out of 4 since that rough patch. Sharks toss it in. Try to evade their own third. Booted out of play. The wheels from Fabio Hassler win possession for the Sharks. Eyes up the field for Holtschopin. Had his man, but just overshot him as they try to work it again to Kevin Rubaszewski. It's been the bread and butter for Matt MacArthur's team. Interim head coach for the Sharks, coaching in his first postseason match. Taking over after maintaining an assistant role last year. Heading back in the other direction as the Sharks continue to provide a wall on that back line. Tampa has yet to possess it as they try to pierce through this Nova defense. Knocked out of harm's way again. That's Martin. Rubaszewski will kick it out of play, and the fiesta of throw-ins will continue. Gomeroy favors it to his left. Junior out of Quebec. He is coming off a match where he scored his first career goal with the Spartans. Big international presence on this Tampa squad. A lot of talent from all over the world. Shark goes down. As Rubaszewski, who just lost his footing. Sharks may have had something brewing there, but it was closed off quickly. And an excellent sliding play. Noah Holtschopin stopping the run of play. And he thought that that was possession. Sharks was not given. Holtschopin, as reliable as they get on the Sharks' back line. He's played the full 95 times this year, making his 41st career start. As the lights shine down, day turning into night, and the Sharks now on the run. Bullock out to his right. Ball in is blocked well by the Spartans, who recovered after Anatoly was looking for the cross in. Sharks intercepted. Rubaszewski on the edge of the box, and it's poked away once more. Bergman stopping Rubashevsky in a dangerous spot. Rubashevsky's been close 3 different times to unleashing one. And it's just about setting up the final sequence. Here it comes. Rubashevsky with a shot. And there is his first attempt. Sent it hard, rolled it to the right. Announced earlier today, the SSC Offensive Player of the Week, Kevin Rubashevsky. And you can understand why the Sharks want to play through him on the offensive side. On the outer edge of the box, the Spartans searching for a threat. Gomerowi lofts one in, and a sliding catch, Ricardo. Nicholas Ricardo from University School. That's right around the corner from here in Miami, Florida. 15 shutouts as a high school senior, providing some consistency in goal for NSU this year. Out wide, it's too far for Noah Holdshoppen. Goal kick coming up for Hare. As we approach 18 minutes played. These two teams, the closest 2 seeds in the tournament. 90 minutes couldn't separate them earlier. Just feels like we're in for one of those classic battles between the Spartans and Sharks. Could come down to the wire. A lot of match ahead first before we get into those discussions. And to end, and now it's Ricardo's turn to return the goal kick. Sharks win possession. Often out of play, and we'll do it one more time here with Alex Hare. 2-time player of the week in this conference this year. 2 clean sheets on the season. Either one of these teams, though, has played in that kind of match recently. It's been high-scoring affairs for both of these squads since they last matched up. Last time Tampa was held to under 2 goals was when they played Nova Southeastern in that 1-1 tie. Rubashevsky. Each team still looking for its first primary scoring chance. As that cross attempt was emphatically sent back on the block. Both teams have played mistake-free to this point, keeping everything in front of them. Going for Rubashevsky one more time, and it's over his head. But it had to be knocked out of harm's way by Gomrowi, and this will be a throw-in for NSU. We'll try to generate something here in the last third. Headed wide, Sharks send it back in. Rubashevsky got 2 touches on it, but not one emphatic enough to send it towards goal. And then going over the top, Gomrowi. That was sent out of play. Sharks toss it in. Physical battle right at midfield. Back in the direction of the Sharks. Rodrigo Lopez, junior forward, was on it. But Poos Patton and the Shark defense continuing to set the tone here. Lopez out ahead of it, and his attempt to play the far channel is well behind his intended target. Left quickly off. Sharks couldn't keep it in. Had some downhill momentum, but the touch was too strong from Rubashevsky looking for Holtschopin. First game here at home for the Sharks in tournament play since they won this tournament in 2021. They've had control of matches here at home. 6-0-0. As the first time that they've won every home game in the regular season since they joined the SSC back in 2006. And all of those wins, one thing in common has been 2 or more goals each and every time. Too far for Gomrowi. As Tampa still attempting to get on the same page offensively. The Sharks very well trying to do the very same. One shot on goal apiece. There has not been a critical look on goal yet. Sharks trying to change that right here. Rubashevsky's second touch for Holtschopin. Across the face of goal, and a sliding stop by the Tampa defender kept it out. From distance, that's easy. Theo Owerwall had the second look. The first one was very enticing. 20 20 minutes left in the half. Best sequence in the run of play for the Sharks so far. That ball went across the width of the pitch and found its intended target, Lopez. Vigo Svedin in a battle. One more throw-in coming for Tampa, as they try to challenge Nicholas Ricardo. They had 18 shots in that 1-1 tie against the Sharks. Only 6 of them were on goal. 6 of them were saved. 7 of them were on goal. A clean game. Both teams have been focused on making the simple plays, and they've done just that. Sharks try the cross-field pass. And Holtschopin will toss it in. First substitution of the match, and it's Marco Gulli in for the Sharks. Gulli checking in. Massimo Natoli is out for NSU as they try to get some fresh legs in that attack. Gulli, the forward from Germany. Patton throws it in. Owerwall finessed his way around one. Across the face of goal. That was right into the chest of Alex Hare. Manning his position. He can cover some ground. Only had to make 3 saves in the 1-1 tie against the Sharks back earlier this year. Patton staying right on top of it. They harass Gamarowi and send it back. Sharks have been well positioned. The spacing and the intensity has been there on defense. There has been little of anything to deal with deep in their own half. There it's Bullock, who's the stalwart, and Nova Southeastern draws the foul. That was called on Rodrigo Lopez, as the officials tell him to calm it. Orwell looking for Rubishevsky. Too far on the first touch. Actually, Gueli. Owerwall trying to stay on top of it. And Owerwall forcing it out of play. rolled forward. Marengo was the closest one to it, but this will be a goal kick. With 2/3 of this half in the books. Either side giving an inch. The defensive focus has been there. Tampa back in this SSC tournament. They finished their season here in Davie last year, beating Nova Southeastern 3-0. Did not qualify for the tournament field. This year, the big difference, one of them at least, is the field expanding from 6 to 8 teams. Here's an opportunity for Lopez. It's blocked. And first time with possession in the penalty box and a real look at goal for the Spartans. Rodrigo Lopez has been heating up, and he earns a corner kick for the Spartans. Lopez with goals in 3 of the last 5 Spartan matches. First corner for either team tonight. In it comes towards the back post, and Oluyimwa for Nova Southeastern. Jumping up to be the first one to it. A tussle away from the play, and then the advantage given as Gomeroe took a hit, went flying in the air, and appears to be in some pain. Back onto his feet. He earns the set piece for Tampa, their first one tonight. Comes in a fortuitous spot. Tampa with its best run of play here tonight in the last couple of minutes. And set up well. Sent towards the back post. It found a Spartan, and it took one hop to Ricardo. Pablo Marquez had a chance at that. Did not get all of it on the header. Too far for Marengo. And 2 subs for the Spartans. And we'll bring in Leonard Bugaskar. Jack Hartford checking into the match as well. Senior forward, experienced player in this Spartan program, 4th season wearing Spartan red and black. And leaves a nice pass off for Lopez. And Oluyimwa has to clear it over the seats to wipe away the dangerous chance, but it's the second corner in the last 3 minutes for Tampa. As we approach 10 minutes left in the half. And the Spartans still looking for their first real challenge on goal. Right towards the middle. It's punched away, and then it was dropped off. Ricardo got to it. Sharks are aiming to get loose on the counter. It was Gueli and Marengo, and now the pace slows down. Holt shopping. Stepped in front by Hartford, who's made a couple nice plays since checking in. And now the Sharks will go to their bench for the first time tonight.
Marcus Roxeth is in for Santiago Marengo. 5 goals for Roxeth this season as the Sharks look for an offensive spark. 3 shots on goal, 1 really dangerous look about 10 minutes ago. Quick touch passing. Shark goes down. Ref says play on. That was Rubaszewski who went to the grass. And a foot race by the far channel. Throw in for Tampa. And a long toss evidently upcoming. Here it is for the Spartans. All the way in towards the box. A makeshift set piece. Spartans struggling to maintain it. Oh, look at the speed by Gooley, and they just put too much mustard on it. Looking for Rubaszewski up ahead. Gooley came flying in. Whistle blows. NSU wondering why it's been called for the foul. Not many called so far in this match. That's just the second against the Sharks. As both teams continue to settle in. Tampa's been good on the road this month, winning both of its road matches, trying to continue that trend. They've got victories at St. Leo and Palm Beach Atlantic, but this is a different kind of test. Nobody's come into this building and beaten the Sharks this year, or even tied them. Possession beginning to even itself out. Svedin playing give and go, left the defender in the dust and earns the advantage for Tampa. They will go to their bench. Alex Dollard is in. He replaces Christian Fairchilds. That is a forward for defender adjustment, as both of these teams trying to bring in some fresh legs offensively. Headed towards the target, and it's an easy scoop. Nicholas Ricardo. Sharks have brought in Gooley. Quayle. Dollard has been brought in, so you can tell both teams trying to ramp up the offensive potency. It hasn't been there tonight for either team yet. It's been a clean game to this point. Both teams understanding the importance of this moment. Never know what moment could be the last this season or the defining one this season once you get into postseason play. Oluyemwa fires it forward. Rubashevsky was just unable to get to it. The right idea. The Sharks have been trying and trying again to place one down for Kevin. He's got 4 goals in the last week. SSC Offensive Player of the Week was announced this afternoon, right before our first match today. That was announced. Amy Vaughn's Nova Southeastern Sharks got the win over Eckerd. 3-1 here on this field. Women's team has stuck around to support the men's team. Look at the speed by Dollard on the edge. And the Sharks tracked him down. Oluyemwa's made a couple of big plays on the back line today. And he had to, with the speed and the fresh legs of Dollard. Foul called on you, Tampa. 3rd one called on them tonight. Ref ordering that it be placed where the foul occurred. Oluyemwa, couple of pump fakes. Ade, the grad student. He has played as much as anyone. Played the full 90 11 times this year. Holtshoppen off to the near side. Kevin Rubashevsky. Shark went down and lost his footing, but NSU still on it. Too far for Holtshoppen as halftime creeps closer. Big collision. And the referee was going to have to make some decision there. He points to you, Tampa. Only the second foul called on the Sharks all night. Into the last 60 seconds of the first half. Chance to generate one more look for Alex Hare. Skies it into the universe. Holtshoppen ahead. Roxeth's got the fresh legs. Continuing the trend of forwards that just checked into this match, but don't have been given a primary chance to take a shot on goal yet. That'll be a foul on you, Tampa, as this half comes to an end. It was Southeastern perplexed as to why they didn't get an advantage for at least a few more seconds, but the clock hits zeros in half one, and we remain where we started, 0-0. No difference between these two rivals, number 4 and number 5 in the standings. They tied earlier this year. They are tied through 45 minutes, and it's a battle. Postseason soccer. Sharks and Spartans scoreless through 45 minutes here in Davie.
We could go back. It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got dudes in the safe that I don't even wear. We could go ban for ban. We can go in.
When it comes to pizza, your way should be the only way. Customizable, craveable, artisanal pizzas, fast-fired, and made just for you is what we're all about at Blaze Pizza. Whether you're the classic pepperoni type or like to mix things up with 3 or 4 toppings, at Blaze, you can build your pizza exactly how you like it. Order down the line, choose your toppings, including sauces, cheeses, meats, and veggies, and we'll fire it up in less than 180 seconds. And also, get this, any toppings you want are all one price. Yes, really. Visit us online at blazepizza.com or download the Blaze Pizza app today.
Wherever you go, Hollywood Kia wants to get you there in a new Kia. Choose from our award-winning models, Sportage, EV6, Sorento, and Telluride. Each offers a movement that inspires. Only at Hollywood Kia, you'll save big with no dealer fee and 3 years maintenance included. That's why Hollywood Kia is #1. So come in, trade in, lease, or buy. We want to see ya in a Hollywood Kia.
Do you think you know the quarterdeck? Take another look. Quarterdeck. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Valley's all about making life easier for clients, and that's why we're all about smiles too. So every day, we make it possible for home buyers to become homeowners, for folks chasing their dreams to become entrepreneurs, for parents to plan today for their children's tomorrow, and for communities to get better every day. You see, when we know we've put a smile on a customer's face, well, that puts one on ours too.
What we do isn't just financial planning. We're developing a long-term relationship.
It's an international space where everyone is welcome.
We really resemble the community. I've been able to build a very successful practice, one that I couldn't have done alone.
Training that we have as financial advisors, it's unheard of.
This career, it does allow for an amazing work-life balance.
This ended up being the most rewarding thing that I could possibly imagine doing professionally.
If the world was like the South Florida Group, it would be a better place.
ready for the second half in this battle of SSC rivals, the SSC quarterfinal round. The Nova Southeastern Sharks, the 4 seed. The Tampa Spartans, the 5 seed. Nothing separating these two all year. A 1-1 tie in the regular season. A 0-0 result through 45 minutes. A tie would not be good enough tonight for either team. We would play on in that case. Postseason winner-go-home mode for both teams, with the winner moving on and likely taking on Lynn University. In fact, they would. That game has gone final. The Lynn Fighting Knights, #1 team in the country, just won their quarterfinal match 6-0 against Eckerd. And so whoever wins this will be headed to Boca Raton on Thursday. As we harped upon earlier, the Sharks have proven that they can go toe-for-toe with Lynn, giving them one of their best fights all year before losing with 4 seconds left. NSU has to get there first, though. Sharks only committed 1 foul. And chances were sparse for both teams. It's the same thing in the women's game earlier between Nova Southeastern and Eckerd, but it really opened up late in the second half as players started to get more tired, and for the Sharks, they really took advantage of that. By the boundary, this is kept in and sent across the face of goal. Oluyimwa has been the first one to it so many times tonight for Nova Southeastern in times of need. And a big collision. Look out. Rubaszewski is in some pain as the Spartans try to help him to his feet. The Sharks star just awarded Offensive Player of the Week earlier today. Set piece for NSU as they ponder how to use it here. Booted by Oluyimwa. Rubaszewski trying to win the foot race, and he does. By the far corner. This will be sent in. 2 Sharks waiting on it. Gwaley can't get his head to it. And again, Oluyimwa preventing the counter opportunity. By the boundary, Sharks trying to cross it in, and they will have their first corner kick of this match. Couple minutes into this second half. Now 7 Sharks lurking. Oluyimwa slips, and there was no play for him anyway. That went way over everyone's head. Trying to challenge Alex Hare. Sharks have done it a couple times tonight. Shark goes down. Physical play continues. Foul on Fabio Hassler, who gets up with a lot of dirt on his back. This field has taken a beating today, to the surprise of no one. We've had soccer on this pitch since 4:30. It is 8:10 Eastern. Only one team can move on in the SSC championships tonight and take on the number one team in the country, Lynn. Offside flag is up. Theo May wants an explanation as to why. Senior from London. Scored one of his 3 goals this year against Nova Southeastern. And he has one of the biggest Tampa goals all year. The winner in their season opener against West Florida. The only loss the Argonauts have all year. That is a top 10 team. And that is a big bolsterer of the Tampa tournament resume. Roxeth left his defender in the dust. Here's a chance across the face of goal, and stretching out to corral it was Alex Hare. With one shark closing in, that was Rubaszewski, but it was sent at too sharp of an angle towards goal for Kevin to have a chance. Roxeth hustling to win it back. Here is Roxeth. Gooley slipped, and players are having a tough time on this pitch right now to start this second half. At midfield. This will be a Shark infraction. 2 shots, 1 shot on target for the Spartans. They were lulled to sleep for the most part. Looking for a threat here. Marquez dancing around one. Marquez sends it towards goal by the far post. It was whipped in with some bend on it before it was snared by Nicholas Ricardo. Left ahead. Marquez has an opening, and he's offside. Wiped the goal off. It went in the net. It was whistled dead long before then. No goal. He was in behind the defense. And just that. He was in behind the defense. So that's why it will not count. It was not one of those score the goal and then check the flag. It was up already. And so Olu Yimwa will send this high and far. Big debate on who is awarded possession, at least if you ask these two benches. It's getting rowdy and a little bit hostile as we sit now 53 minutes deep into what's promising to be a nail-biting match between these two. Close in every metric all year. Close when they've faced off. Theo May trying to chase it down. Christian Fairchild. Nice move to get around Roxeth. In towards goal, and it made its way all the way there, but it was not a scare for Ricardo. Lofted forward. Tampa's done well to minimize Rubashevsky. That was a scary-looking collision with a few different players. Sharks play on. Across the face of goal, and it is handled. And now we will stop things. I believe that's Vigos Fedin. There was a Shark and a Spartan who both went up for the ball. Not a dirty play, but some contact in the upper body. Will allow both of these teams to hydrate. Minutes into the half, as they tend to Svedin's legs. Both teams getting some refreshments during this injury timeouts. Good sign to see Vigo Svedin back on his feet and back ready to check back into this match. We've played 10 minutes in the second half. No score between Tampa, the 5 seed, Nova Southeastern, the 4 seed. This is the Sunshine State Conference Championship quarterfinal round. Only one team can advance, and tomorrow is not promised if you do not. Certainly not promised in this tournament, that's for sure. This will be a goal kick. Ricardo only been tasked with one save tonight. One shot on goal tonight. Sharks take over possession. Roxeth has a trailer behind him. Jamie Bullock used to go in the distance in these matches for the Sharks. Played the full 96 times. Rubashevsky. Sharks want to get him involved. And it's picked off. And then a collision with the referee. And that's Svedin, who was just injured a minute ago. He goes down. Luckily, he's back to his feet. But referee was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So play had to be stopped. Luckily, everyone's all right. Play resumes. Up ahead looking for Marquez. He had the goal wiped off because of an offside. Sharks keep it in. Spinning free, Gwaley. Nice move to get it to the middle. Rubashevsky, he tries on goal. It's blocked. The 6-foot defender Gamarowi stood tall in front of it. Sharks want another crack at it. And this attempt is blocked. That'll be a corner kick. Second Shark corner of the match. A match that one moment could be all that is needed. Rubashevsky will take it. 6 Sharks hovering in and around the penalty box. Now 7. A short one that is handled by the Spartans. Ade fought to keep the threat going for NSU. Gwaley, that's headed away. Threat is still on, and a free kick upcoming. Lopez got caught and sent a Shark tripping. Rubashevsky's moment. This will be a 3-man wall, so it appears, for the Spartans. Rubashevsky sends it in. That is handled easily. Backspin on it. Hustling for it. But it's out of play. Into the last third of the regular 90. Spartans ahead looking for a counter. 4 goals in their last match against PBA, trying to rekindle some of that life. Spartan foul, another one. Gwaley. Sent back. Hustler throws it back in. A 1-1 draw in the other matchup that these two teams played this year. No surprise, we're tied up once more. But a tie can't settle it tonight. Number 1 team in the country awaits the winner. Gwaley in. Easy pickings for the Spartans, but then it was saved well by Hostler. It's been all Sharks on this side of the field. The last 5 minutes, it will be another free kick. Rubashevsky, the catalyst. They've neutralized him tonight, but he keeps knocking on the door with chance after chance. Nearly everyone on the pitch is set up on the outer boundary of the penalty box. Rubashevsky and Holtzschoppen hovering above it. We've seen both of them take set pieces plenty. It will be Rubashevsky going on goal and setting it just over the crossbar. Had to work it over the wall and sent it too high. Same 2 substitutions that were the first 2 for Tampa at the beginning of this match. Leonard Bugaskar and Jack Hartford are in. Alex Hare will get ready to send this one away. Tampa, 2 wins and 1 draw against Nova Southeastern since 2022. That 1 draw, of course, coming this year. Advantage Spartans. That referee whistle's been busy the last 3 or 4 minutes. Spartans flip the field. They haven't been in the final third in a long while. The long toss in. Nearly bounced to a Spartan before Gwaley sent it out. Only 2 shots tonight, 1 on target for the visitors. That is a far cry from the 18 shots in the 1-1 draw back on October 23rd against the Sharks. But only 1 critical shot needed. It nearly got through for Bugaskar. Sharks avert damage for now. The bicycle attempt was just pulled out by Jack Hartford. Couldn't quite see it up. Santiago Marengo back in. Fresh legs in the midfield for NSU. Replaces Marcus Roxeth. Gwaley playing it back. Tampa trying to send some pressure through. Picked 5th in the preseason poll. That's where they finished in the SSC. Couple of down years. Both these teams trying to rekindle the success of the 2021 season. Sent towards goal from deep. And Hare had to range over to his left to firmly stand in control of it. Hare fires it ahead. No surprise, it's Ade Oluyimwa on the spot. And now the Sharks try to run downhill. One player to Gwaley's left. He opts that way. It came back for Gooley. He'll play it to Bullock. Marengo stuffed. He gets it back. Marengo running out of options. Goes back to Bullock. Good adjustment by the Spartan defense. And nearly there for Marengo right in front of goal. Bullock. Marengo dancing free of one, tried putting it on goal. There were 4 red shirts waiting. And Poladabo got in front for the block. Sharks tried to slip the cross through. Maintaining possession. And Gwaley gets called for the foul. Gwaley called for the foul. Paul Adabo, grad student from Barcelona, hasn't missed a match. Number 3 in red and black, hasn't missed a match since suiting up for Tampa 2 years ago. Stalwart of this defense. A night that's been all about defense. No goals and a scarcity of high danger looks for either side. Both teams knowing what rides on tonight. Lots of space and green grass for Marengo. And he ran right into Tamar. Encapsulation of a lot of what we've seen tonight. Good downhill movement from the Sharks. Stonewalled in the important moments by this midfield and back line of Tampa that has gotten outplayed, but when it's really mattered, they've stepped up. Getting outplayed doesn't make the difference. In games like this, the score does, and both teams are still looking for that first goal. Marengo across the face of goal. It was intriguing. And it's there for Gwaley. Gwaley will send it in, and it's headed up. And out.
was screaming for a handball. Don't get the call. Off the foot of Marengo. Back to midfield it goes. Tampa will throw this in. Theo May back in, the goal scorer against the Sharks on October 23rd. And it will be a hydration break, it appears, for both of these teams. No score, 73 minutes deep. This quarterfinal tilt. Who will come out on top? It's been a nail-biter all the way throughout. And the Sharks leading in shots 9-2, but nothing in the goal column yet for either team. Hydration break. We'll take a break as well. Be back in a moment. Back with you from the newly renovated NSU Soccer Stadium. No score. With time ticking down in regulation, a tie would not decide things, with number 1 Lynn awaiting the winner of this. The Fighting Knights played in a game that had a lot more of a decisive result. 6-0 their win over record. Just going final about 30 minutes ago. Long toss in. Chances have been very scarce tonight for you, Tampa. At times they've just been holding on. Sharks have 9 shots, but only 1 or 2 really good looks. Dangerous looks. Hare's made 5 saves. Ricardo's only been asked to make 1 for Nova Southeastern. Tamar the first one to it. He went down. This will be a free kick for you, Tampa. Quayle called for his second foul of the match. Tamar drawing the call. May and Tamar stand over it. 5 red shirts waiting and hoping for a chance outside the 18. And now Tamar will join them. They make it 7 near the penalty area. And there's no chance for anyone to get to it. Shark goes down. Referee playing advantage. Sharks winning the possession battle tonight. Still looking to challenge Alex Hare with a chance. Gwaley plays it towards the box. It lands for a Shark. Marengo, it's stopped on the best look of the night. Santiago Marengo from point blank, and Hare makes the play of the game.
Alex Hare's 6th save is his biggest. And he keeps it scoreless. And maybe keeps Tampa's season alive. Corner Sharks, it's their 3rd of the match. It's Holtschopens to take. Near post. Back for a Shark, and it bounces into a wall. What a chance for Santiago Marengo moments ago. NSU still pushing. Shark goes down. And a free kick from a big spot. It's been set pieces galore for NSU in this second set of 45. Right outside. Right corner of the penalty box. Maybe 2 feet outside it. Bishesky and Holtschopin. Waiting to set it up. 2-man wall for the Spartans. In proximity. Headed in the air. Flag stays down. It's still up for grabs. It took a deflection, and it was there for Gueli. Steered out of danger by the Spartans again. And they will now try to flip the field. They survived 2 major looks from NSU. Vigo Svedin and Pablo Marquez, who nearly had the first and only goal tonight, only for it to be wiped off with an offside call. Well, 90 minutes decide it tonight. Or will we play on? Spinning free of one, Svedin sets up the Tampa corner. It's their first in a while, first of the half. It's getting late in Davie. Two stand around it. Six more wait in the box. It's teed up on a hop. Right across goal and still loose. Oh, a high boot. That might be a card. That was dangerous from Marquez. Card stays in the back pocket. Pablo Marquez got his cleat up high in the air trying to send a ball towards goal. It's called for the foul. And another Shark goes down. Another whistle. Inside the last 10 minutes from NSU Soccer Stadium. Gueli with a nice move, trying to spin free. over the head of Rubashevsky, who's been close a few times to garnering good looks, but he's yet to truly have one yet. This is the only match in the Sunshine State Conference men's soccer tournament still going on tonight. Other three have gone final. The story of the day has been the Barry Buccaneers, who are the 7th seed and topped Florida Tech in Melbourne 2-0. Rollins, the 3 seed, moved on. Lynn, to nobody's surprise, they have not lost all year. They are number 1 in the nation, and they eliminate the 8 seed Eckerd. One piece left in the puzzle. That is the SSC semifinals. Marengo. And Rubashevsky slipped. Oh, my. And then he got kicked in the head when he was down. And another Shark goes down. And there's carnage everywhere. Rubashevsky slipped, and then a Tampa cleat hit him on the side of the head. And Tampa's bench is letting the officials hear it. Rubashevsky is heading off. Nova Southeastern star coming into his own lately. Hope number 10's okay. It will be a set piece from the Sharks. Again, the play continued after Rubashevsky went down. And then another Shark, Marengo, was knocked to the turf. NSU has had more free kicks and set pieces than you can count here in the second half. The game has opened up. There's been more end-to-end action, more chances. Still no goals. No cards given out. Things staying civil despite emotions flaring a little bit. You certainly can understand why in a moment like this. And no number 10 out there is big because he's usually the one standing over the set piece along with Holdshoppen. But Noah's got plenty of experience in his own right taking these. 5-man wall set up for Tampa. Now it's 4. Looks like Holdshoppen is going to try to bend this over the top of the wall. And it's right into the shins and the teeth of the Spartans. Gwaley. 2 are waiting on it. Marengo. He's blocked. He's had 2 looks across the face of goal from just a few feet out. And now the Spartans try to counter. Player goes down, and it'll be a free kick for Tampa. Christian Fairchild went galloping in the open field, and he earns a yellow card. Wow. The first booking of the night is called on Fabio Hostler. Free kick on one side, now free kick on the other. Theo May standing over it. Crunch time in Davie. Only one team can move on and And potentially only one team may be able to keep its season going. May sends it in, and it's handled. Ricardo. Decisive, and he barely had to move. Hasn't been too busy tonight, but he stepped up when tasked. That's just the third shot officially of the game. Rubashevsky just took his cleat off and fired it into the grass. And he gets a yellow card. He's laughing about it. It's not the only one laughing about it. It's getting chippy out here. Haven't seen that move before. As we are getting closer and closer to overtime, which is golden goal, sudden death style. And as time winds down, it's essentially as if we are already in overtime. And now players are falling left and right. That appears to be Gomberowi, who's down in some pain for Tampa. And not an embellishment. He's appearing to be hurt. Now slowly getting back up on his feet. Tampa training staff tending to Tarek Gomberowi, junior defender from Quebec, a star in the Canadian Youth Soccer League. He's back on his feet. Foul was called on Theo Owerwall. We are 6 minutes away from sudden death in the postseason SSC quarterfinal match. Tampa and Nova Southeastern. Theo has a chance at it. May sends it in, and a big save, and then cleared. Oh my, point blank. Nicholas Ricardo off the chance from Marquez. Saves it for Nova Southeastern. Biggest chance for both of these teams coming in the last 5 minutes. Rubashevsky back out there fighting. But Tampa trying to knock on the door again. May lets it fly, and it's on a line right into the chest of Nicholas Ricardo, who stepped up now. He had one save in the first 70 minutes plus, and now has made 3 saves quickly. He's been needed. Here come the Sharks on the counter. It's sent into the sky. Two substitutions. 2 new faces for NSU. Stybornson and Massimo Natoli, who started this match. Those are the 2 subs. The Sharks have their 4th corner of this match as we approach 4 minutes remaining in Davie. Rubashevsky. It's headed by Oluyimwa. Hands are in the air, and it's another corner. Took a deflection off of a Spartan. He will do it again. Quayle and Hassler, the two that check out for the Sharks. Noah Holtzshoppen. Fires it in. Spartans get over top of it. It's a foot race to the boundary. Spartans sliding. It's another Nova throw-in. In an ideal world for the Sharks, they'd like to keep it on this field and either win on this side of the field and either win or head to overtime right here. Sent in, and a big header away by the Spartans. Bergman on it. One more cross. That's shot up in the air. Sharks maintain it. One or maybe two more chances in regulation at the breakthrough moments. But the Sharks continuing to own the possession. On the edge of the box. Chances coming in left and right, and this will be a goal kick. Sent away by Hare. No Sharks home for that. Tampa, can they manufacture one more chance? Not there. Clock trickling down. Spartans toss it in again. Nova Southeastern pressing. Cross makes its way in. There's a chance for May. It's stopped. Wow. Nicholas Ricardo saving the day twice in the last 5 minutes for the Sharks. They want a counter. We're less than 60 left in regulation. Sharks will just pierce it through to goal. Should just about do it. Adrian Bush screaming at his team to run forward. I'm not sure there's going to be enough time to do much of anything.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are headed to extra time. 90 minutes not enough in Davie. The SSC quarterfinal will write another chapter in sudden death. Golden goal time on the horizon with no goals so far and no breakthrough moment to speak of. Tampa's two best moments and best opportunities coming in the last 5 minutes And they were both stopped by Nicholas Ricardo with Nova Southeastern season on the line. We will head to added time with the winner heading to Boca Raton on Thursday, but still more drama ahead to decide it.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got dudes in the safe that I don't even wear. We could go ban for ban. We can go in for in.
Buckle your seatbelts. It's extra time, overtime in the SSC tournament. This is the only game in either the men's or women's tournament in the Sunshine State Conference that needs more than 90. Both teams had golden chances to win it at the end. And both Alex Hare and Nicholas Ricardo stepped up in a big way. Marengo quickly forcing the corner. Golden goal situation in overtime. A goal wins it. Holtchoppin sends it through. Up into the air. A couple Sharks have a chance at it. And the Spartans will try to get out and run. Not happening on Holtchoppin's watch. Hustle from the junior. Up ahead. He's onside. Lopez is stopped on a sliding tackle and maybe a game-saving one. Game-saving plays left and right. Players are emptying the tank right now. Sent across the face a goal with nobody home for the Spartans. And now both teams settling their feet in. 2 10-minute periods, if they are needed. That would be the remainder of the minutes left slated for tonight. If it's still 0-0, it's a penalty shootout to decide it. Two Sharks stepping up on defense. Boos Patton and Holtchoppin. Marengo's trying to get there. Come the Sharks. Look from way out from Massimo Natoli, sent over the bar. Sano Yamamoto in for Nova Southeastern, replacing Theo Owerwall. Sent away by Hare. Sharks trying to give number 10 a chance. Rubashevsky. Rubashevsky stopped. That close to winning it. And he danced his way free. It was a great save by Alex Hare. He's made a couple of them tonight. Both goalies taking the spotlight. Rubashevsky will take the corner kick. The 5th tonight for the Sharks. Coming in the 95th minute. Punched away. Lands to a Shark. Foul called against Nova Southeastern in the box. Halfway through the first half of extra time, 2 players go down. Official mark for the advantage at first, but now an important free kick coming up. Yamamoto just came into the match 2 minutes ago, and now he's got a yellow card. The official may have just changed who the card was administered to. It's a moot point right now. May sends it in. And the Sharks get to it. Aldabo had to make sure that he stayed on side, and it prevented him from making a play. Tired bodies on the pitch. First time that these two teams have been asked to play more than 90 this year. Of course, there is no extra time in the regular season, so that's why. Collision and a foul. That one's going to go against Arton. Went over the top and hit the back shoulders of Pablo Marquez. It's almost the exact same position on this free kick from the one that came a few moments ago. May whips it in. It's headed away by Holtzschoppen. Rubaszewski tried, but would have been a very impressive move. Couple of Spartans were in deep, but header was not where it needed to be from Bugaskar. Marquez. He falls down. No foul there. The Sharks can't get out and run. And it's Tampa controlling some of the pace in overtime. It'll be another free kick. And another card. This one will go to Holtzschoppen, who's displeased. Third free kick from that exact spot in the last 2 minutes, 20 seconds. 98th minute. 2 more minutes until a quick breather and then another 10 if it's needed. Going the low route. Marquez had an initial angle on it. And it's whistled. Ricardo will be granted the right to send it away. He got on top of it anyway. Who has got the energy left? Holtzschoppen, couple of brilliant touches. Rubaszewski spun free, then lost the handle on it. Noah Holtzschoppen banked up. He's laid it all on the turf tonight. His white jersey is brown as the dirt on the pitch. Sharks manufacture one more chance in the first half of overtime. Herbashevsky. He's been the magic man lately. Yamamoto! Oh, it was a great shot and a diving save. What a chance for the substitution. Suno Yamamoto almost won it. Less than 2 minutes left before another break. Lopez coming free. Strongly defended by the Sharks. First half of OT winding down, less than 60 seconds remain. Quick touch pass for Marquez. Collision course by the 6. Not a problem for NSU. Will likely bring an end to the first half of overtime. First half of overtime ticking down and over. The stalemate will write another chapter. 100 minutes have been played. No goals. Couple of chances for the Sharks to win it. Both teams have found better looks as the match has gotten deeper, and it's 0-0 with 10 minutes left on the other side. 10 more minutes in this scoreless stalemate of the SSC quarterfinals. 5th-seeded Tampa, 4th-seeded Nova Southeastern, both playing to keep their season going, improve their resume, and ultimately move on to the SSC semifinals and a date with number 1 Lynn. Cross is sent in. It's punched away. Marquez had a chance at it. He scored from an offside position. Big header away by Oluyemwa, but it's not out of the woods yet. Tampa led the pace of play for most of those 10 minutes. 3 free kicks. But Ricardo held his own, and Nova Southeastern defensively took care of him. The aggressiveness has ramped up for both sides. Running on fumes. Sent in. May is stopped. Diving save by Ricardo. He barely had to move in the first 70 minutes of the match, and he's made 5 critical saves from about the 72nd minute on. Six of the 7 Tampa shots have been on target. They've all been from close range, and they've all forced Ricardo to step up. Sharks have 15 shots tonight. 8 of them are on target. A couple of them are from point blank. In for Rubaszewski. He is stopped with the right leg of hair. Chance not dead yet. Holt chop it in. Rubaszewski going for the win. And can't get to it. And then a challenge from behind. That will be a Shark foul. And a yellow card. Massimo Natoli called for the card. It's Tamar who's slow to his feet. The referee helps him back up. So Natoli assessed the yellow card. We only have 7 possible minutes left before PKs take over and decide it. Lopez ahead for Marquez. He's onside and misses right. It did take a bounce off of a Shark, and it will be a corner for Tampa. Set up by Theo May. May has a couple of magical moments this season. One against Nova Southeastern, another against West Florida on goals. Sent by the near post. And it's notched away. battle right outside the penalty box. Sharks looking for a counter. And a brilliant tackle from behind. Gabriel Herrera for the Spartans, who keep looking in front for Marquez. They will do so one more time here. Players colliding. It's falls for May, who can't get a shot off. Sharks getting to it. Play will stop, and the clock will stop with a Spartan down in the penalty box. Allow everyone to catch their breath. We are just about halfway through the second half of overtime. Number 4 seed Nova Southeastern, number 5 seed Tampa, 0-0 in Davie. What an unbelievable match it's been. Both teams catch their breath during the injury timeout. We're back at it. 5 to go. Tanks being emptied out by each and every player. Postseason overtime soccer. Arten. Looking for Marengo up ahead. Really a miscommunication on the part of the Sharks. It will force Ricardo to fire it away, and he slips. The pitches, well, it's just gone through it today. Over 200 minutes of game time has been played on this pitch this afternoon and now tonight. And you're seeing players slip left and right because of that. Tampa fighting for a chance in the final third. They haven't had many looks in this second half of overtime. Kevin Rubaszewski goes down. No foul is called. Limping and holding his right leg. Yamamoto. Rubaszewski. Holtschopin. Punched away by Hare. Sent in and clearly not knocked away. This will be Hare's ball right here. Both goalies on their game tonight, to say the least. 14 combined saves. And it'll be up to the goalies in all likelihood in terms of who moves on. Which goalie can make saves in the penalty shootout? Save for a
last-second goal. That's exactly where we will be headed. Marquez. Rubashevsky putting some pressure on, and it will allow the Sharks to set up shop in the final third. One more substitution. Sharks getting the fresh legs of Marcus Roxeth, who's got 5 goals this year. He'd be looking for his biggest hat trick against Nova Southeastern's rivals in Barrie for Roxeth. On the edge of the box. Sent in, and Hare's got it. Alex Hare poised. Into the last minute in the run of play. Goalie went down. Whistle blows, and they call a foul on Tampa with Nicholas Ricardo injured. Had that ball stayed in play, could have been dangerous with Ricardo out of his net, but maybe not, given that the foul was called shortly thereafter. One last chance before penalties. "15 seconds left. And 110 minutes will not be enough. Penalties will decide it tonight in Davie. A 50-round fight between the Sharks and Spartans. And the most thrilling and heart-stopping moments are yet to come. It's been the goalie show tonight, and the goalie show it'll be in terms of which goalie can step up, win this for their team, keep their season going, and set up a date in Boca Raton with Lynn. We will find out on the other side. This is postseason overtime soccer on the SSC Digital Network.
Here we go. It all comes down to this. Every moment this season, preseason, regular season, and the first opportunity in a postseason match, we go to penalty kicks. No score after 110 minutes in the run of play between 4-seed Nova Southeastern, 5-seed Tampa. PKs will decide it. The reigning SSC offensive player of the week, Kevin Rubashevsky. You could say that he's laid it all on the line tonight. He's the first to attempt this penalty kick. Dead silence in Davie. With the anxious Shark faithful watching on. Not an unfamiliar position for Kevin. Going up against the 6'4" goalkeeper in Hare. Rubashevsky scores and gets the Sharks started on the right foot in penalties. Number 10 for the Sharks, and now number 10 for the Spartans. Tampa will send Theo May to the penalty spot. A goal this year against the Sharks in the run of play. And May scores. Ricardo guessed the wrong way. It's 1-1. Sharks played in the SSC quarterfinals last year in Boca Raton and came out with a win in penalty kicks against Lynn. Sharks were perfect that night from the penalty spot. Hard thing to do. They try to replicate that tonight. Ade Oluyimwa, the Shark veteran. He scores. Casually rolled it in. Looks towards the crowd to fire them up. 2-1 Nova Southeastern. Who will miss first? The number one team in the country, Lynn, 19-0-2. They await the winner of this one. The eyes of the conference turning to NSU Soccer Stadium. The game in, well, maybe each of these team seasons in the balance right now. Paul Aldabo for Tampa. He is stopped. Nicholas Ricardo provides the first save in the penalty shootout. And it stays 2-1, sending the Shark crowd into eruption. Stopping Aldabo. Now Furkan Akhtar. Artur maintains the Nova Southeastern advantage, 3-1. It will be Pablo Marquez, so close to winning this match. Called out for offside. The grad student from Brazil. He scored against 5 different teams in the SSC. Goals in 4 straight matches and will now try to do it from the penalty spot to try to keep Tampa within one. Marquez scores. It's 3-2 through 3 rounds. But now the pressure's on Alex Hare, who will have to make at least one save. And his next opportunity right here. Against Santiago Marengo, the senior from Buenos Aires. Part of the heart and soul of this NSU team. Marengo sends it over the goal. Oh my goodness. And Tampa can tie it at 3 with a make. Did you think this match was done with its twists and turns? Not so fast. Marengo misses high. And Hare doesn't have to make that save because it missed the goal. It will be Rodrigo Lopez. 6-2 forward. He can tie it at 3 apiece if he converts. And it's in. Oh, Ricardo guessed the right way and got a hand on it. But it's 3-3. And now it's officially sudden death. For every round that this continues. 3-3. Heading to round 5 of the penalty kick shootout. It is Noah Holtchoppin. His jersey evidence of the effort that the junior has laid out there tonight. Holtchoppin versus Hare. And Noah Holtchoppin stopped on the diving save. Alex Hare has given Tampa the advantage. They were down, but Nova Southeastern has missed its last 2 chances. And you could hear a pin drop. NSU Soccer Stadium. Nicholas Ricardo has to make a save, or this has to miss the target in order for Nova Southeastern to stay alive. Vigo Svedin waits and scores, and Tampa wins it. Tampa in penalties takes down Nova Southeastern. 4-3 in penalties. Full drama until the very last second. And it's heartbreak for the Sharks. They had a lead in the penalty shootout. But it's such a sequence of chance and just heartbreaking for the Sharks, who left it all out there tonight, outshot Tampa. But it's the Spartans who leave victorious in the SSC quarterfinals. Tampa is on to Boca Raton. The Sharks fall in the SSC quarterfinals. 0-0 the final. 4-3 Tampa on penalty kicks. And the Spartans move on to take on number 1 Lynn. Thanks so much for sticking with us through the marathon. We went as long and as late as we could go into the night. But it is over at NSU Soccer Stadium. A classic between these two teams. For our entire crew here at Nova Southeastern University, I am Zach Letson signing off from Davie. We bid you good night.